Welcome to this module on Getting Familiar with Your Data Part 2. In this session, you will explore survey data through Afrobarometer's opinion survey, get familiar with different types of data, and assess the quality of your data. Let us start by tidying up the sheet. Let's check the data sheet. Make sure the columns are labeled and that the column label only takes up one row. Any notes or titles that is not part of the data should be separated from the data by at least one blank row. And there are no empty rows or empty columns within the data table. As we can see on screen, the Afrobarometer team has taken care of all of this. You're ready to explore your data? Let's start by rows. What do these rows represent? In the dataset, each row represents a respondent's characteristics and answers to the survey questions. And looking at the columns, each column represents a piece of information about that respondent. Their unique identifier, whether they live in an urban or rural area, their age, and the answers the main survey questions, such as whether they think that there should be a maximum age for candidates for president. Data types. We have the RSPNO, which is a text, urban or rural, that is in categories. The region is also in categories. The question, how old are you, is given by a number. The gender is given in categories. Should there be a maximum age for candidates for president? There's categories for this as well. If yes, what should be the minimum age? This is answered by numbers. The rest of the questions are all categories. Read through the dataset now. Do you understand what all the column labels mean? What kind of information is contained in each column? Describe them with your own words. If you find that you don't understand something, it's a good idea to go back to the dataset source and contact the author. Afrobarometer has a contact address where you can reach out for any queries, which is info@afrobarometer.org. As you can see on the screen, when you go to the website, you can easily access it through the general queries. How is the quality of this data? Missing data. When someone doesn't want to answer a question, it is usually marked as refused. When the survey is conducted by interviewers, this does not happen often. Let's see an example in the data. I would like you to go to the Data tab, select Filter, then untick Select All, and choose only the value refused. There are only 2 respondents who refused to answer this question. Next, we're going to look at spelling errors and inconsistencies. The data has been cleaned and categorized. We don't see spelling errors or inconsistent spelling. Is this data up to date? Does it have a clear source? We have to be aware that people's opinions, perceptions can change quickly, even overnight. So what analysis is possible on this data? Representative sample, rigorous research methodology, we can draw conclusions about the wider population. For example, the majority of Kenyans, 64%, believed in 2019 that officials who commit crimes always or often go unpunished. So how can we find out this statistic from the data? We'll learn about this in the next chapter. Thanks for engaging in this module and see you in the next one.